That the real agenda lurking behind healthcare reform is a secret plot to kill old people and to promote abortion. That ad was just released by the conservative group, the Family Research Council. Now, you know about the conspiracy theory that the president secretly isn't really the president because he's secretly foreign. Those conspiracists are called birthers, right? Well, Christopher Beam at Slate.com has christened the healthcare reform as a secret plot to kill old people conspiracists as the deathers, which is sort of brilliant. The deathers theory is being advanced not only by far-right advocacy groups like the Family Research Council, it's also being advanced in Congress by Republicans like Virginia Foxx of North Carolina.
It will not put seniors in a position of being put to death by their government.
The deathers theory is also being advanced by Republicans like Congressman Louis Gohmert on talk radio.
We have been battling this socialist health care, the nationalization of health care, that is going to absolutely kill senior citizens. They'll put them on lists and force them to die early.
The deathers theory is also being advanced as of today on the editorial page of the conservative newspaper, The Washington Times. It should probably be noted that the editorial cites as its sources right-wing talk show host Mark Levin, the Red State blog, and FoxNews.com. But as the deathers theory leaches from the wingnut fringe into the mainstream of efforts to stop healthcare reform, consider where it started. Consider its source. When you start digging, it turns out that this theory all traces back to a single person, a person named Betsy McCoy. She's a director of a medical device company called Cantel Medical Corporation. She's also a former director of a biotech company called Genta. She's also a senior fellow at the Hudson Institute, a conservative think tank funded by some of the biggest pharmaceutical giants in the country. Betsy McCoy is the person who started the whole conspiracy theory that the government promoting people getting living wills, which the government has done for 20 years, is somehow now a secret plot to kill old people.
Congress would make it mandatory, absolutely required, that every 5 years people in Medicare have a required counseling session that will tell them how to end their life sooner.
Wrong. Not true. Not in the bill. Not there. Totally false. But nevertheless, Ms. McCoy has seeded that idea on the editorial page of the New York Post and in talk radio interviews with hosts like Fred Thompson. And that's been enough for it to take root on the right. Now, Betsy McCoy has also done this before. In 1994, she wrote an attack on the Bill Clinton healthcare reform proposal in a magazine called The New Republic. That article was so riddled with errors that the magazine ultimately distanced themselves from it, even though they published it in the first place. But that didn't stop the opponents of healthcare reform back then from citing her disproven attacks over and over and over again. And so far, nothing is stopping the opponents of healthcare reform now from doing the same thing. The deathers theory is everywhere on the right. It's on the House floor, it's on talk radio, it's in TV ads, and it is a script, a nonsense, totally made up, totally disprovable script written by the corporate interests who have wanted to block healthcare reform forever because they're making a mint off of the way it is now.